Hello and welcome to the Virgo full moon astrology forecast. This is a collective message for everyone. If you'd like to book a reading, there will be a link down below to book a reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos. And please do let me know in the comments how you feel about this Virgo full moon. Now, it's going to be a powerful full moon for everyone. The sun is in Pisces, we have Neptune in Pisces and Mercury in Pisces, and this full moon will be in the sign of Virgo. Now, Virgo is a sign about our day-to-day routine. Day-to-day routine is to do with our critical facts within our life, the details of our life, and as well as our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It has to do how we take care of ourselves. Now, the only luminary, which is the moon, will be in Virgo. We have nothing else in Virgo. So there is something with this full moon that will bring to awareness what we missed, what we didn't see. And Virgo is very good at showing us that and wanting to take practical steps towards it, formulating a plan, moving to put things into order. This full moon will be showing you what you were not aware of, what you didn't see, what facts you missed, what did you miss that you weren't fully aware of. And full moon shed light. It's where we can see the full moon in the night sky. And that is why things become up into our awareness that we become very aware of during a full moon. And it's powerful. This full moon will be taking us on the journey of March 2023, where we will go through so many transformations and so many new energies within our life that we will have to take it easy and take it step by step. And that's the beautiful energy of Virgo. So our physical body, taking things one step at a time. The one thing we must all be wary of when the full moon's in Virgo is being overcritical, harsh judgments to self and others. We do have the sun opposite the full moon, so there is this opposition between the sun and the moon. When we are having oppositions, it's like something that I need to take care of in my day-to-day life. But the external world and the people around me don't seem to get that right now. You know, there might be prior engagements and prior things I need to do. Pisces has no boundaries. There are no boundaries in Pisces. And we can feel like our boundaries are not here. And maybe we have lots of obligations to others because Virgo does rule where we are of service to others. But this full moon is telling you to cut back and release and let go. And so that you can really focus on what's important within your life. We do have the sun and the moon in a square to Mars. So the sun's in Pisces, the moon is in Virgo, and Mars is in Gemini, and there's a square happening. So a Sun-Mars square will have to do with people that have egos, like ego tripping on you, authority figures. This can bring a lot of frustration, anger, heated energy, conflict internally, conflict externally, feeling stuck, frustrated, irritable, and also noticing that people are ego tripping on you. People are expecting things from you. People want things from you. And you have this project. Virgo is the project that we're working on because it is about our working routine day to day. And all of a sudden you didn't see these details, but there's expectations that you need to meet, and that brings in the frustration. It is something we can't get over because Virgo likes to heal. So be aware of that, especially if you're in the work environment and there's a project or something you need to do. You definitely can be met with opposition and conflict from authority figures and people with ego trips. So it doesn't only have to be at work. It can even be in your day-to-day life, because that's what Virgo rules, where people are ego tripping and expecting a lot of you. The Sun square Mars can also bring up hidden enemies to light. And this is why boundaries are so important with this full moon. Hidden enemies, what does that mean? This is about journey where we maybe were giving of service to someone or something. We were just being compassionate and understanding. And all of a sudden with this full moon, we become aware that this person really doesn't have our best interest at heart. This is a negative. This is someone that's sucking a lot of our energy. This is someone that's draining us of our energy. And Virgo rules our health. So you are going to definitely be looking about where are you spiritually leaking energy? Where am I feeling drained? Where am I feeling exhausted? And we can feel very exhausted during this full moon. Be aware of health issues that can arise with this full moon, especially because Virgo rules our health. So when we've been overworking and overgiving too much of our energy and sacrificing ourselves, we will feel so unwell. It also rules our stomach, so make sure that you are taking care of your physical health and vitality, yoga, exercising, diet, drinking herbal tea. It's a time to really take your health into consideration, and Virgo rules the health. And what's the beautiful thing about Virgo that I love? It shows you physically within your health, how are you doing emotionally? Are you anxious? Are you feeling like the pressure on you is so much that your anxiety is reaching so high? So what do you need to cut back on and reorganize emotionally within your life? Are you so emotionally tearful, right, that you feel like, oh my God, I have lost all sense of hope because I've been overdoing it? What do I need to cut back on? Virgo rules where we reorganize, and that's from decluttering your space, because if there's too much of stuff in your space, you need to get it out because it's too much energy taking up space within your space that you don't have the space to really do what you want. And also in your emotional space, where you're giving too much of your emotion, your spiritual space will be affected by your emotions, because now you are just not having the energy and vitality for your day-to-day grind, and even your physical well-being. So be aware that with the Virgo full moon, we become very aware on our physical health and what changes we need to make in order to improve our lives. It's the organization of these aspects that definitely put in the energy to better our lives. So we need to get more organized physically, our physical environment, get more organized about our health, get more organized about our emotions, get more organized about our mental space, and also getting more organized about our physical space, which is all important in Virgo, because how can you be of service to others when you don't have the energy and space for self? So your physical health will be highlighted under this full moon, and what you need to take care of, what is important, what is your priority, and to also reorganize your priorities in your day-to-day life. And that's what I love about Virgo, because it's very obvious with Virgo what energies are taking too much space and time within your life, and you need to reorganize and reshuffle. Now we do have that Sun square Mars, so conflict, heated arguments, people wanting to have these power trips over details. All of a sudden the details, more criticism over you. Remember, you need to slow down and focus on yourself and be gentle and nurturing with yourself. This is a time, especially with that square, and emotionally, we will have the moon in Virgo square Mars. Again, anger, frustration, feeling lack of motivation, feeling stuck, feeling like we can't emotionally move forward, feeling like, overwhelmed. And Virgo is a sign that can be anxious in its being in an energy. So this is where our anxiety can peak, where our tension within ourselves can peak, and that's where the heated arguments and combat happens. So be gentle. It's not a time to act impulsively. I wouldn't sign any contracts around this time. I wouldn't try to, if I'm going to have a conversation with someone, I'll be very careful and tread lightly with what I say, because we will have Mercury in the sign of Pisces. And that's not the best time to express yourself for the next couple of weeks, until Mercury enters into the sign of Aries, which will be later in the month of March 19th. So Mercury is our thinking, communication, and our ability to assess facts. Pisces has to do with dreams, illusions, fantasies, spiritualism, sense of hope, feeling a bit isolated, dwelling on the past. Our minds are like a big ocean with all this water within it. So when we're trying to express ourselves, it's coming out not clear. Think of yourself trying to talk to someone underwater and what they would hear. Basically putting it that way. The communication is confusing, it's hazy, it's dreamy. You can use Mercury in Pisces though to get creative, to really do some creative writing, to get more involved in meditation and spiritual practices. The important thing about Virgo is our day-to-day routine, and it will highlight that. Why would it highlight that? What is important within your day-to-day routine? The rituals that we do, the way that we wake up, the way that we take care of ourselves, what we think in the morning, affirmations, no affirmations. Are you being critical of yourself? What are you doing within your day-to-day routine that is benefiting you so that you can take care of your day-to-day tasks? If there's anything that is not benefiting you and is to your detriment, whether it is over being of service to other people, even, this energy will definitely show you that your routine needs to shift. A routine really sets the tone for the day. How you wake up, what you think in the morning, how you take care of yourself, are you procrastinating? All of those things are so important in the sign of Virgo. And I love this Virgo full moon because it gives us the opportunity to release what we need to change within our routine, whilst also implementing new changes, because what we become aware of, we can make the change and the shift. So that's a powerful thing about it, and what we do within our day. And I think a lot of us underestimate the power of the day and what we can do within the day, and how we get up and what we do and the actions that we take. Are you manifesting? Are you doing your affirmations? Are you drinking, your morning drink? Some of us will be water, some of us will be a herbal tea. I'm a herbal tea person. To set the tone for the day, to give yourself vitality and energy. What are you doing? What conversations you're having within the day? How are you interacting with others? The interactions that you're having with others affect how you feel. And how you feel also impacts how you are able to take care of your tasks. So we'll be setting boundaries. On the same day, Saturn will be entering into Pisces. Saturn rules restriction, challenges, it's karmic, right? Hard work and discipline in the sign of Pisces, where it'll stay for the next 3 years. So on the same day of this full moon, that's quite intense because of the squares to Mars. Whilst at the same time we're going to have Saturn move into a sign, will be a big shift, and this day will be very powerful, where things will be shifting and changing within your life, and cycles will be closing out because Saturn will be leaving Aquarius and entering into Pisces. So there will be a new beginning, and you'll definitely be feeling this energy 3 days prior to this full moon and 3 days after, of closing of cycles and entering into new cycles. And this is where Virgo is helping heal us. Virgo is the healer energy, to heal us so that we can move forward. And there's definitely some beautiful energy with this Virgo full moon, because there will be a trine to Uranus, so unexpected, a trine to Uranus and a sextile between the Sun and Uranus in Taurus. Unexpected solutions might arise. Things that you didn't expect might be the answer to helping you solve your day-to-day problems and the day-to-day energy, so that you can take on more. And when we say more, I don't mean like you need to take on more responsibility, but we can get a lot done in a more smarter way by really taking the time to acknowledge what we are doing with our time and energy and where we are putting it. Please set boundaries during this time. Please take care and be aware of your physical, mental, and emotional health, and how are you doing during this time. If you need to release and cry, let the tears flow. If you're feeling anxious, ground yourself, take a walk in nature, drink some water, really take care of your physical vessel, because Virgo is purity. It is the energy of purity. It is the energy of detoxifying. So you could feel yourself detoxifying. So this is not the time to put excessive chemicals into your system. So be aware of that and take care of yourself, and know that this Virgo full moon is coming to show you what you are not aware of, and what you need to be more in precision towards taking action towards, and setting those healthy boundaries. Thank you so much for watching.